Hello, welcome back to my channel, Real World Problems. Today we're going to be doing some more day trading. Okay, and today we are trying to invest in Bitcoin on MEXC using futures. So if you're interested in futures and what that is, I made it. You can check out my last video. I'll put it in the link in the description down below, so you can check that out. Kind of describes it a little more detail. Yeah, and so right here we got in this price. We kind of got on the top of this little dip here, and that's our buy-in price right there. And we're hoping for this arch to kind of arch and come back down here and sell right there. So let's back up here. This line here, that's our stop loss. So if it goes to there, it should sell automatically. And yeah, so if you haven't been paying attention to the markets at all lately, Bitcoin has been just going nuts last week. It went up basically almost 50% in the last, I think it's like almost 40% in the last week. So it was, around 20,000. It almost hit 28,000 yesterday. So right now, it can only go up for so long, consistently without taking a little dip. So today, I think is that day. It's taking that dip. So right now, I see a lot of these crypto in the red. So we're going to try to take advantage of that. Yesterday, I actually was investing and I lost out, believe it or not. Even though crypto had a huge day, I went against all my rules and lost out. So, yeah, so that's one thing with investing. You want to make sure to stick to your rules and don't deviate from those, because I guarantee you, you get burned every time. So let's see here. So here we got. Uh, so the reason why I invested in this one here is because I see. Okay, so here you got the nice bull run that we had yesterday. It was just solid all day long. It got all the way up here to about 27, 7 something, and now we're looking at it's kind of took a nice sharp drop right here, rebounded, and then now we're kind of headed down again. Had a little bit of a rebound, so we're trying to hit that downward trend again. So I'm thinking it's going to be another little dip downwards. Yeah, and so hopefully we'll hit this red line here and take some profits. Okay, so that's kind of what I want to talk about today is taking profits. Okay, so how do you do that? How much profit is enough? Okay, when you're dealing with a small account like this one, right now we got $3.18 invested in this thing. So very small. So I'm all in on this one. Normally if you're dealing with a larger account like $100 or even 100,000, I would invest only a small percentage of my investment. So in futures in particular, it's very high risk. So I'd only put only the money you're willing to lose. And so if you're new to this, you can actually, it's really cool. You can actually go into this and I believe if you click, I don't know if you can see this, but I'm up in the corner and right here you can see demo trading right there. So you can click on that and you can actually play with free money or just play money pretty much. Yeah. And so they call it paper trading or whatever you want to call it. But that way you can get some experience playing. But me personally, I have a hard time with paper trading because it's not real and you tend to do things that you wouldn't normally do with real money. So I like to use real money. That's why I'm starting out with such a low amount, like $3, $10. That way, if I lose that, it's not the end of the world. And yeah, so so going back to taking profits, right? So, what do the pros do, right? So the pros, they tend to take profits very small amounts. So, if they're investing $1 million, let's say, in order to make $10,000, the stock only needs to go up or down 1%, right? 1%, $10,000, they're out, they're done, right? They can go to the bar, have fun time. Now, $100,000, you might be looking for, a 10% profit. So if you have $10,000 or $100,000 invested, 10% profit, that is $10,000. That's still a great day. So when you're dealing with futures, 15% is actually very easy to achieve. Okay. Right now, we're at 10% profit as we speak right now. So, if I had, $100,000 in this thing right now, I'd be up 10 grand right now. So it's, and if I was a institutional investor or a pro investor, I'd be pulling out right now and calling it a day. I'm having margaritas on the house, right? So, yeah. So, but with small investors, like I'm assuming you and me, you're trying to make either a living. I don't know if this is your day job or what, but let's say you're only starting out with $1,000 or $100 or something like that, and you're trying to make, and you're trying to make your retirement off of that, right? Or you're trying to make a living. So what do? You're gonna go and you are gonna try to mimic those pro investors. So what does that mean? You want to say 15% is good enough, right? So if you invest $1,000, you're just looking for that $150 profit and you're out, right? So and call it a day, And the trick is you want 15% profit every single day, right? And just mimic that over and over and over again, right? So because what happens with most investors that invest in futures or even stocks in general, people get greedy. They're looking for that 100%, 200%, 300% profit. And which is achievable. It happens all the time in futures. But the problem is it's not going to happen every time. And people, they think it's going to happen every time, and they shoot for the moon every time, and they get burned a lot, right? And I know it's easier said than done, but it is what it is. So what you want to do is rinse and repeat. I would like to make another video showing the math on this because it's actually pretty interesting. Because if you took $1,000, let's say, and you were able to bank 15% every single day for the next 300 days, let's say, what would that be? And that's not including the compound interest, right? So, if you're making 150 a day for, let's say, a week, that would be easy, double your money in a week, right? So if you doubled your money, so then the following week, let's say you made another 15% off of that $2,000. So now you're making $300 a day. You did that for a week, right? So now you're up to $4,000. So let's say in a month, you're up to 8,000, 16,000. Would you be okay with $8,000 to $16,000 in 1 month? Could you live off that? I think you can suffer a little bit, sacrifice. Maybe have to, maybe not get that Starbucks that month on that $16,000 a month you're making. And so, yeah, so that's how the pros do it, right? Small profits, consistent every single day. And one other thing to think about is with these futures markets, do not invest too many times. I'm personally am guilty of that. Yesterday, I probably did, you know, I went against all my rules, probably invested 20, 30 times, right? Ended up losing money because I got tired. I broke all my rules, wasn't listening to myself, and account went down. And when before I was making 50, 100% profits, then boom, I invested too much, went down. So, it is what it is. What I would recommend is just next time, ask yourself, what would the pros do, right? So just think to yourself, is $16,000 not enough money for me? Probably not. So let's keep it real, and I'm gonna keep track of this investment, and I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Okay, so yeah, so I just noticed here this chart did not go in our favor here. So it took a huge spike, and stop loss triggered, and we lost half our investment, unfortunately. So this it basically just goes to show you kind of my point before, where yeah, way back here, this is so this is basically where we bought it at, all the way back in here, I believe. Um, and then it I think it was more like right about here or so, and it dropped down. We probably had a good 15, maybe even 20% profit at one point, and we could have just been in and out, done in 5, 10, 15 minutes at the most. And otherwise, here I am, working really hard here. So we've been in it for, geesh, probably maybe an hour, 2 hours. I don't even know. Let's see here. This was at 9:05, and this is 12. So yeah, so actually this has been working on it for about 3 hours. Jeez, I didn't even realize it was that long. So oh, starting to load here. Yeah, again, this site in particular has been very glitchy because it's been such high volume. Anytime you see these huge spikes with Bitcoin, tons of volume all over the crypto market, and yeah, you're gonna see some delays in the market. So yeah, so just be wary when you see these. Your sell orders might not trigger, and hopefully you got some stop losses put in place, or take profits or whatever, and at least that will automatically trigger, because if you try to manually do that during those delays, you might lose out. And yeah, so now, going back, I said, yeah, take, if you want to be, like, invest like a pro, take that 15% and run. Does that mean you shouldn't take the 100% or 50% profit? No, it doesn't mean that at all. It just means, on average, you just want to, if you started out the day, and let's say you start out the day and you're 50% up, right? So then why not, take your 15% and all your original investment and pull it out. Now you're just playing with house money, right? And you can take that extra, that 35% profit that left over, and then just reinvest that and just play with that the rest of the day. Why not? And that way, if you lose it, hey, you're still up 15%. Go home, happy man or woman. So yeah, so just something to think about. I mean, you don't have to do anything I say or whatever, but I'm just a guy on YouTube, just trying to make a buck here. So and if we can learn something, that's even better. So yeah. So hey, if you like this video, make sure to comment down below. Make sure to smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps me out and helps grow the channel. So yeah, and have a great day and peace out.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go.